Good morning, guys. Happy January 2nd, 2026. It's Friday. I don't have work today, so it's gonna be a chill day, but I got ready. I drank a multivitamin shot. It was really good. It's yummy. I'm gonna continue doing that. And I made myself some avocado toast and a matcha latte and a coffee to go because we're gonna do work outside. I'm gonna take the dogs out and do a couple of errands for the new year. But I wanted to quickly share some 2026 goals that I wrote down on my notes app on New Year's Eve, so I can hold myself accountable and see how much I can actually accomplish and just kind of do like a self-reflection from 2025. Ignore the wet pants. So first, I have 5 sectors of goals that I want to achieve. One is finance, career, health, travels, and hobbies. Hopefully, I can get the ball rolling as soon as possible because no time to waste. So the first one, finance. I want to max out my Roth IRA as soon as I can before July. That's not a harsh deadline that I'm following, but I do want to mentally remind myself that that is something that needs to be done this year. No excuses for me. Second off, pay off remaining credit card balance. I have accrued some from December from the holiday shopping and stuff like that, so I want to pay them off as soon as I can, and so start the new year with 0 credit card loans. I want to continue building my savings. I have a retirement fund, my Roth IRA, I have a stock market, but when I say savings, just things like my assets, total asset. I want to increase my net worth, and that's by investing in the stock market, my Roth IRA, and also a high yield savings account. The last bullet point for finance is just to continue investing this year. My priority is to max out my Roth IRA. The remaining of my paycheck will go towards that first, and then my auto loan, and then also just the stock market. Just investing there as much as I can. Any extra cash I'll keep in my high yield savings account. Second is my career. I am looking for a new job, so that's what I'm working on right now, trying to transition out of my current job and build up my experiences. I want to apply for grad school in November. The deadline is November 15th. No excuses there. I already worked on a lot of the prep. I just need to revise my drafts and work with my mentor to finalize my application. I also want to continue this mentorship program that I'm doing right now with a nonprofit organization. I mentor a senior high school student and kind of help them navigate the transition from high school to college, and also share my knowledge in terms of majoring in psychology, since that's what I majored in, and I really enjoy doing that. That's all for my career. It's very simple. I did not want to make this as difficult as I can, and I know myself, I usually change my goals anyway. Like, a lot of things change for me. I am only basing this off for the next 3 months, so I'm going to do it quarterly and see how much we can improve. So in March, I'll do another video kind of just doing a progress check and see where I'm at with all of the goals that I've set. So moving on, number 3, my health. I want to move daily, so that's 10 to 15K steps a day. And I don't want to miss the weekend doing my daily movement, even when I go to the office, which is the hardest because I'm usually very tired when I get home from the office. But I'm going to try to complete that and just be smarter in terms of like when I schedule my walks or how much steps I get in the office, like standing instead of sitting. And then I also take breaks in between, so I'm gonna really get the most out of just my daily movement. My average last year was 6,000, which is really low, so I want to get that number up. Second, for my health and fitness, would be to get my ideal physique, and for me that is having a stronger core, stronger lower body. So I want to grow my glutes. I want to be able to kind of have more toned abs. I feel like I'm already halfway there. It's just my inflammation that's preventing me from seeing the results. So next thing is just improving my diet, reducing the amount of sugar and also dairy. That's the one thing that I noticed, is that when I drink dairy, I just get so bloated easily, and any sugar intake is also very bad for me. So that's my second point for health and fitness goals. And then also I want to play tennis once a month. So last year, I think I've played less than 10 times. The reason why it's difficult for me to play is because I don't have anyone to play. I don't have a partner to play with. So I usually have to rent a ball machine to get my hits in. But that costs money, and I am trying to be more financially conscious of my spending. So I will limit myself to tennis once a month. That's my treat for myself. I'll go on a Sunday, on a weekend, rent the ball machine for about an hour and play. That would be my workout for that weekend, or for that day. Also, I want to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. This one is really hard for me, and I have no idea why. Maybe it's the timing of when I drink coffee. I'm still trying to figure it out, but once I do, I want to get a full 7 to 9 hours of sleep. The first thing that I'm working on is just waking up at the same time every morning, and then I'll fix my evening routine to set myself up for success and hopefully get to my goal, achieve my goal. For travels, this is my fourth sector of my 2026 goals. I have a scheduled trip in January for Mammoth. Last year, I had a trip almost once a month, so 12 times, and that really put me in a bad financial state. But it was really fun nonetheless. That was my goal for 2025, is to travel as much as I can, since I did have the financial backing to do that. I had my 9-to-5 job, but since now I'm looking to move to the next chapter in my career, I need to reduce the amount of traveling and spending so that I can, continue on with my financial security. I'm not gonna travel once a month. That's not my goal anymore for this year, for 2026, but there are a couple of places that I put down on my list that I want to travel to, and that is for summer. Hopefully I can treat myself for a nice summer getaway in Turks and Caicos. I know it's pretty pricey, but I will save up for it. And then 2 more places that's on my list is Brazil and Europe. I wanted to add Philippines here because a lot of my friends want to go, and I'm the only tour guide they have. But I want to go to all the places that I'm the nearest first. So Brazil is closer to me than the Philippines. I've been wanting to go to Europe forever, but I just never felt like I kept pushing it off because I feel like it's supposed to be done in a monumental moment of my life. I think that's just an excuse for myself not to go, because I don't know, I've been dreaming about this place for so long that it's almost scary to make it happen. We're gonna try and see if we can make it happen. That's mostly unlikely, but we'll see. 5th sector is my hobbies. So the first one that I put down is I want to read 1 personal development book this year. Last year I read 2, and then the year before, 2024, I read 1. So this time my goal is minimum read 1 personal development book and continue that pattern the next year. I think it's a very healthy hobby to take on, and I'm a slow reader. I don't read all the time. And then the second one is I want to create 1 piece of artwork. So for the last 2 years, I've been doing pottery. I created a couple of bowls and plates. So I want to continue that trend and create 1 piece of artwork each year. This time I already have an idea for 1 artwork. It's going to be a painting, but if one of my girlfriends want to go out for a pottery session, I'll definitely go and increase my collection. Another hobby of me is YouTube. So this is my creative hobby. I have a lot of creative hobbies, I just realized. But I want to post here once a week, do my wellness productive vlogs, because I feel like it is good for me to watch my progress. I hope that this is also helping other people kind of get to their goals. Something that really needs to get done is that I need to take swim lessons. Last year I went to Mexico, did not know how to swim at all, and I did not have fun. I felt so left behind because all my other friends were swimming far, far away in the islands and the ocean. So this time I want to take it seriously and not have to wear a life vest. So I'm going to take up swim lessons. I will start looking for an instructor this month, and then hopefully by February, March, and April I will be done, and then come the warmer weather I'll be ready to go out to the beach and swim. So that is everything on my 2026 goals for this year. Like I said, I'm going to split this up in 3 months quarterly. So every 3 months I'll check in again and see how much I've worked on, on those goals I wrote down. They're all fairly simple. I feel like 2025 was really about building the foundation of all of these hobbies, and I'm really proud of myself for everything that I was able to accomplish in 2025, all the places I traveled to and all the memories I made with my friends. They're all very special. 2025 was a really special year because it was really about myself and kind of finding my identity, finding my interests, my passions in life, and obviously it doesn't stop there. So I want to continue on this self-care journey and the search for my dream life. Go ahead and continue on with the rest of my day. But anyway, I'll see you guys.